What's up, y'all? You rocking with Aaliyah here, and welcome back to another episode of The Answered Call, where we bring people on to answer the call to their purpose, y'all. In the building, Northside is in the building. We got Rashaad Miller. Y'all know I had to shout that out. Miller time. Let's talk about Miller time, though. What does that actually mean in terms of that?
Miller time is just, it's my time, you feel me? And that Miller is my last name, of course, you feel me? But Miller time is like, nah, it's my time. Like,
It's your time?
Every time is my time.
Hey, are we ready for your time, though? Is the people ready?
I don't know. That's up to y'all to decide.
It's
but
up
I'm
to
still
us.
going to keep going.
And
though.
I like that. Look, so me and him chopped it up earlier. We've been having, a real casual conversation. Love his energy, love his vibe. You really doing a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Definitely different than what I obviously imagined. We talked a little bit earlier about domestic violence,
right.
your support for autism. This is Autism Awareness Month.
Right.
You have a brother. His name is Frank.
Frank Jr.
Frank Jr. Shout out to Frank Jr., y'all. Shout out to Frank Jr.
Man.
Let's talk about you and his relationship.
Well, honestly, man, me and Frank, like I say, we only a year apart, and if we been technical, we probably like 11 months apart, for real. So, I was always with him, you know what I'm saying, like, from a kid, you know what I'm saying, like, we have an older brother as well, you know what I'm saying, shout out to my bro Shaq, you know what I'm saying, but he a few years older than us, so he was more off the porch before me, and kind of like, so let's just say my mom and dad or whatever, they go to work or whatever they do, he gonna hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here watching Frank, you know what I'm saying? So
doing stuff like that.
Yeah, so in certain situations, like some family members, you know what I'm saying, they'll probably come and take my older brother somewhere with me and Frank. We just in the house thugging together, you know what I'm saying? So, and they kind of traveled through school, and because like I say, he a year older than me, so we held him back. Well, my mom held him back so he can stay with me, because, you know, especially back then, like, people now, they're more aware of what's going on. Like, even if they don't know about autistic people,
they're more understanding.
They still more understanding. They still, like, not going to disrespect, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But back then, we didn't really trust too many people, so we didn't want him going off to high school, and then I'm still in 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? And now nobody's really there to watch his back or watch over him.
I know what's going on with him and stuff like that.
So we held him back, and then, you know, just going to high school, you know, like I say, I have to ride the short bus with him, you know what I'm saying? To make sure he get home. Like, it was hard at first, I'm gonna be real. It was hard, but you know.
I salute you for that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people probably wouldn't have did that, you know what I'm saying? Even if it is their brother. I work at an elementary school, so I see situations where there are kids that are autistic that are in different classes and their siblings, and they may not be able to be around them as much. So how did that really affect you, really as a brother too, to just be around that and be able to have to, make sure you stand your ground for your brother to make sure ain't nothing going on?
One thing, I ain't gonna lie, one thing that helped me with that is help me not to judge people. Like, I don't judge, I don't care what you got going on. Now, I ain't gonna lie, if I see, like, somebody doing something down the street and that's crazy, I be like, man, you crazy. But just, like,
in your face.
Not like, if you're in a situation, I'm not gonna just be like, you a bad person because of this situation. I just learned to not judge people like that, because I realized and seen what I went through growing up, like, even getting into altercations with other kids and stuff like that, because they don't understand what's going on. So they might try to make fun of him, laugh. Now I got to defend his honor. But now I don't want to put nobody else through that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm judging you, now you got to defend your honor. But I already knew what I went through, so I don't really like judging people.
Just try not to put yourself in situations like that.
Yeah.
And being in a situation like this, obviously, because he has a big support system, you know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot as family. So how can you describe, especially people that aren't aware of autism? You know, a lot of people aren't aware. They don't know. They don't know the triggers or anything like that. So how do you typically spread awareness on your end?
Like I said, I just spread awareness by letting people know what I went through, how to I kind of like to tell people how to handle and treat them. You know what I'm saying? Not that they are, like, not regular people, but it's still certain ways you got to handle them. Because, like I say, a lot of people don't know. Like, say for instance, just loud noises and stuff. Like, hey, like, that's why I try not to take them to, like, places with loud noises. Like the show I did, I kind of had them, like, outside or, like, backstage until it was time for me to go. because if you see them like just doing this or whatever, like they don't
loud.
like the loud noises and stuff like that. Like they a lot of times they walk around with headphones on. Like Frank, he walk around with headphones on. And like, you know what I'm saying? So it just a lot of stuff.
Does he listen to music? Cause you do music.
Nah,
so
he love music. Like
who's his favorite artist?
Usher is one of his favorite. I got a video on my phone. I'm gonna show you when we get off air or whatever. But like him singing Usher, "You Got It Bad." Like he love Usher. He love Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
For the Love of Money. He love Easy E part. Like it's so funny. Like we used to be cracking up back in the day.
I love that.
And that's another thing too. Like even though he has a condition, we don't like walk. He our brother still.
Yeah,
you know what
like,
I'm saying? So we not. We gonna talk smack. He talk smack back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we still it's still a level of respect that we have to hold.
To make sure that
make sure he's okay and stuff like that. But he really can do a lot for himself. Like he can go get his own.
What
my God!
Yeah. What's going on,
man?
Hey, but rude interruption. But you was talking about your brother listening to you.
Yeah.
Do he listen?
Man, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like Frank got his own mind. Like you can tell when he want to do some stuff and when he don't. Like I say, we was shooting a video last week, and man, he was just like, "I'm sleepy." I was like, "Come on, man, you just got." Cause you know in videos you got to do it over and over
till you get the good
like,
part.
Keep in mind it's a short bus that we rented. Not rented, but it's this dude. He let us use it for free, man. Shout out to him. That was real. But like we gotta go walk on the bus. I said, all right, you gotta walk down now. And then you gotta walk back on the bus. He was like, man, I'm sleepy. I wanna go home. Like,
and he just
so basically with him, like, it's the answers and the way he talk is short. That's really what a lot of autistic people like. They get right to the point.
My question to you is the process of telling this story, sharing autism, really just opening up as an artist. Yeah. Is it a hard process?
Nah, because the hardest process, like when I was telling her, was going through high school and school and having to deal with all that adversity. You know what I'm saying? While trying to live my life as well. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Keep in mind, I've been doing music, so just the mindset of like, all right, I gotta get on this short bus. Now they finna be looking at me crazy. So the first 2 times, I'm like, I ain't heard him get on the bus, you know what I'm saying, for somebody looking. But after a while, I was just like, I'm on the bus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that just helped me grow as a person just in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, autistic stuff to the side. Like, it just helped me, like, not care about what people think. You know what I'm saying?
Be, like well-rounded.
Yeah, for real.
Do you feel like more artists should open up and talk about and share their real stories rather than trying to paint this persona?
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I definitely feel that way because we got a lot of stuff other than the street stuff that like people like to talk about. It's a lot of other issues we got.
Yeah.
Domestic violence in the family, autistic family members and things of that nature, and even like, you know what I'm saying, kids getting touched by other siblings and uncles and all kind of stuff. It's a lot of that stuff going on. Like, and that's what I'll use my platform to talk about. I'm going to talk about the other stuff you want to hear too, because I've been through that as well. But I'm not centered around that. I'm not out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, be a super thug, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know how I grew up, you feel me?
And a lot of people grew up like that too. I feel like you have a broad spectrum as far as your music goes. You know what I'm saying? You're not scared to really just open up.
Nah, I like to push the issue. You feel me? And push the culture forward. So it's like, how can we push the culture forward by doing what everybody else is doing? So I like to push the culture forward. You know.
And you said the culture forward, but you talking about trying to move out of Houston. This is home. You have to leave us. What you talking about?
So if I'm gone, you feel me? I'm still here because we got the internet. You know what I'm saying? So and I ain't saying like I'm never gonna come back, but it's just a different energy. Like I really wanted to move to California for real, like, but you know it's kind of high out there, though. You know what I'm saying? Like high in cost of living.
Super expensive, super expensive. Man, we appreciate you sharing your story, talking about autism, talking about your artistry, your creativity. It was just a blessing to see you on stage, share your story, bring your brother in, and that was beautiful.
Yeah, that's what, honestly, I gotta give you your flowers and your love because ever since that day, like, I'm talking about every time I see you, you show me the same love, the same energy. You don't be like, oh, you was cool that show, but then we go to another event, you be like,
Who was that?
Who was that? Like, nah, you was like, hey, Miller Time, like, sat next to me, we was chilling and everything.
It's Miller Time every time. And we grateful that you came to answer call and talk about autism, talk about on the spectrum, talk about your brother. But you do have one latest song, Game Like Penny. Shout yourself out so everybody can know that you're not just in this area or this area, but you multiverse, like Aaliyah said.
Right, man. Hey, man, y'all got to go check out Game Like Penny, feature my boy A&G, you know what I'm saying? We actually made it to BET Jams with that record. Yay. We was on World Star. We actually almost went viral on TikTok before they reported it for nudity and all that. You feel me?
You gotta
so y'all gotta go watch the video out to see why they reported it. You feel me? So yeah, and we got a plaque for it on the DRT global charts.
That's what's up. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. So like you said, and like I was saying with her earlier when we was talking, I'm not really trying to sell you an image. Like, everything is me. Like, how I performed that show.
Yeah.
Friday, Game Like Penny Thug Haven. Like, all of them are true stories, but it's me. Like, or inspired by something real.
Yeah.
And that's really how I like to carry my music. So, whether I take off to a Jay-Z level or I'm just on a currency level or something, either way, I'm going to spread awareness, you know what I'm saying? Wherever it's real at, that's where I'm at, you feel me? Like, for real.
I appreciate that, for real. More people need to get like you.
Hey, look, you tapped into the answer call. You know, I always got to ask people when they come on to that.
You
said earlier you liked what we doing, so I got to ask.
No, I love this. Like, for real.
When did you know you was walking in your purpose, or when did you know that you answered the call to your purpose?
I think it was more so, like, the interaction, like, because, like I say, this is my first time, like, making on the spectrum, like, autistic type of song or whatever. But I've been, like, on domestic violence and stuff. But see, what I have to realize is if I'm out here, I can't just rap it. It got to jam. You feel me? So when I did the domestic violence, it was cool. I did a video and everything, but I don't think people liked it as far as jamming it. They were like, oh, this is nice. But we ain't jamming it.
Yeah.
But on the spectrum, they jamming it. Like, they like it and they jamming it and they love the cause. So, I don't know. I think it's just more of the engagement that I've been getting, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of to go back to Game Like Penny, like, because I had dropped, like, 4 videos before that. They was like, oh, it's cool. But when that one dropped, it was everybody just
So
coming,
was it like 16, 17, 18, or is it recent when you knew you were walking in your purpose?
Honestly, man, it probably was like 2000 and I'm gonna say, like, I don't know, that's hard. I gotta think on that.
So you gotta really think on that.
2 years, 3 years.
I can just say, like, probably like the last few years, for real, like the last few years. Cause even when I was doing those domestic violence and all that, like, I was still trying to find myself as an artist. So now I'm more so knowing how I'm coming and what I'm doing now. So I can just say, like, probably since 2020, for real, like, or 19, something like that.
That's still a few years in, though.
Yeah.
That means that you really been walking in your purpose.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, it takes consistency.
Nah,
and I feel like you've been doing that. So
Nah,
that's the best part of this shit.
Yeah,
we got
a lot to say. Hey, I appreciate you and thank you, Leah, just for sitting down, taking the time to
she made me
share this story.
stuff, you know
hey, this is my girl.
She was talking down on the north side, though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna act like that ain't happened, though.
Look, we ain't gonna tell nobody. Look, it's just too much that go on over there. Look, that's too much.
Girl, the south side really, the south side where it's at. But Leah, before we drop this line,
before we hang it up,
hey, pick up the next call with your girls. And look, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Zanhalitha TV.
Hey, y'all can follow me, Rocket_with_Leah.
And shout your stuff.
Time, man, follow me at Miller Time. That's MILLERTYMEEEE.
Hey, and since you've been here,
4 E's at the end.
Miller Time, and since you've been here, how's it been since you picked up that phone? Go ahead, you got it.
Let me see.
Pick it up.
Damn, I'm dropping my bad exotic pop, man. I seen your interview last week. Damn, I'm still missing up. Hello? Answer call, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do it again.
Hold on. Oh, snap. Hello? Hey, we go down. Nah, ain't nobody on the phone.
No, I appreciate you. Yeah, man, I'm late. I'm late.
Man, I ain't worried about that, man. I mean, I ain't worried about it. They might be on. Look, they might be on your head a little bit, but
nah, you good.
Nah, this is cool though. Like, man, trust me, man.
Hey,
Man, I
just know
love
it's
this.
plenty.